evaluate expressions. So remember, when we evaluate expressions, we're going to take the number that it gives us, and we're going to plug it in for x. Okay? So anywhere that there's an x, I'm going to plug in my number. So for number 16, I have -4, and I put my 3 in parentheses. Then it's the same process as we did earlier. 4 times 3 is 12. I keep the negative because I only have one negative sign. Okay, number 17, same thing. Only this time I have 2 t's. And my -4 is going to go into both of those. So when I look at it, I have -5. -4 in my first parenthesis. When I look at this last parenthesis, I already have a negative here. So I'm going to keep that negative and then add in my -4. Okay. So when I multiply those together, 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 4 is 80. 80. So, next I look at my negatives to decide whether my final answer is going to be positive or not. 2 negatives here make a positive. 2 negatives here make a positive. So in the end, my answer is going to be positive 80. Let's do number 19. So number 19, we have that exponent like we did before. So we really should write that out. So I have 2 times y times y times y. And we're going to take our y, which is -3, and we're going to plug it into each of these y's. Okay, remember I'm doing this so that I can see the number of negatives that I have. If I keep it up in this original problem, I will only see 1 negative, not the 3 that are actually there. So when I do this math, 2 times 3 is 6. This 3 times 3 here is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. And I'm going to look at my signs again to decide whether my answer should be positive or negative. I have a pair of negatives there which make a positive with 1 left over. So that's going to be my answer, -54. Let's finish out with number 21. Number 21, remember this is our absolute value sign. Okay, it's not a parenthesis. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take -1. We're going to plug it in for y. So remember, our absolute value makes everything inside of it positive. So really what I have is -2 times 1. -2 times 1 is -2. Because 2 times 1 is 2. I have 1 negative, so it's going to make my answer -2. Alright, so make sure we take the number, we plug it in for the letter, and then we figure it out. Be sure, if you have an exponent, you really should write those out so we can see our total number of negative signs that we have. At this point, you're going to stop and do section 2.5, 2.8, check point